Hey, we're back at the top again today on the road to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This is week 23, just 2 weeks away from the promised days week of week 25, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to have a follow-up from the World's Quietest Reaction. I believe that's the second World's Quietest Reaction. And the whole point of the follow-up is to go over this series as a whole, to what's happening in the past, the future, and the present. We're going to start off with the past, and what I mean by that is, why hasn't this series been as active as the previous series, like its predecessor, the Road to Pokemon Sun and Moon? And that's correlated to a few burnouts that I've had with YouTube as of late. The first one happening in January, where I stopped uploading for a month, and then again around in the summertime where I just couldn't really find my footing. I was uploading stuff, but then it just wasn't working. Because I wanted to have fun uploading videos, but I just wasn't. And this series took a hit from that as well, because I didn't want to feel obligated uploading a news stuff that was like half-assed, you know. I just didn't want to. I'm gonna bring the Cerebi up right now because I'm gonna cover something about it. I'll use it as a timeline because it was around the like July area and August sort of that I began feeling the burn from like gameplay videos, and then I just ended up going with top 10s, theories, and all that jazz and what if scenarios. And I had a lot more fun doing that, especially with the whole thing of Mr. Gumbreon. But then we move into September. I was still covering some of these things. I did the one in August. I did the one in September. Both of them. And then I did the one in October. However, I missed October 12th and October 20th. And that's probably because I didn't feel it was necessary, per se. And I just didn't want to have to go over a video like, hey, I'm just going to do this for views, you know. I didn't want to sell myself out like that. And the only reason that I did the reaction today was because the World's Quietest Reaction, that's kind of nostalgic for me, and I felt like that was worth it in a way. But coming back to October, I missed these two, and I just want to quickly cover them just as a follow-up, you know. So this is the present. So what we're going to do is quickly retrace our steps to cover missed stuff here. And as you can see here, the Necrozma Solgaleo has a Z-move of Searing Sunrays. What did that say? Searing Sunrays Smash. Okay. And then, of course, you see it going through the wormhole here. Actually, I can just do it like this. I don't even need to do that. And then, of course, it just smashes the Gigalith right there. But the same thing applies for the Lunala Necrozma, where it has Menacing Moonrays Maelstrom. And then, of course, it goes through the wormhole also to just basically destroy a Mimikyu. Why Mimikyu? I don't know. Probably because it's weak. Gigalith is, of course, weak to the Steel type, which is probably the Z-move type of this one. And same thing with here. It's probably related to the Ghost type. And I'm assuming the Z-move are powered up off of their signature moves of Sunsteel Strike and Moongeist Beam. The thing is, Oh, because they have it themselves. That makes a lot more sense. Because they can use their own Z-move even though Necrozma isn't added. But at the same time, you can see, you know, Trial, and you can talk to it. You can talk to the Rotom even more. And I forgot. I don't know what this has to do with anything. I can't actually remember because the trailer is somewhere else. But I just wanted to keep it around the Cerebi just because it was easier. I didn't have to change webpage. Oh, these are the O-Power versions. Like, they're replicating the O-Powers from Generation 6 here. And as you can see here, you can use these off of the Rotom, like you get them. And then, of course, Rotom can do a lot more stuff now. As you can see, your Pokemon will receive extra EXP points now. So, that's awesome. Honestly, that is really awesome. And, now the two Z-Power move things again. I first saw that, I'm like, no, nothing in Wi-Fi battling, please. I'm not about to get hit with two Z-moves in one battle. Don't be ridiculous. So I can imagine that's only in story mode. And then, of course, you have these not Z-moves, but moves. I don't know. It's crazy. That was from October 12th. October 20th, I believe this was from a show in Japan. And this has me thinking, once again, will we get following Pokemon? I can't imagine it might just be related. I don't know Japanese, but why would they program these icons in the game if it was just related to this one Rockruff? I don't know. That's just me. And I believe these are more Z moves. They have to be, I think. But I'm not sure if they're related to these Pokemon specifically, because it just seems kind of awkward. Comfy and Popplio, I mean, I don't know. I mean, even these Pikachu have these responses. This is all speculative because I think I did watch this live, but I didn't actually do anything. I don't know if this guy's doing sit-ups or fixing the car with his feet, or he's going to maybe lose his stomach by flattening it. I don't know. But then, of course, you have more options for clothing. I think that's Executor Island. I want to say it is. And then, yeah, I can't really do anything. I also forgot, I also missed October 27th. So, there's a lot of trailers that I missed. Why was this? I don't know. I didn't want to upload it just because I had to. I think these are the new drinks. They're showing off the new drinks and then showing off the new Pokemon, because there's a lot new Pokemon. I mean, you have Hawlucha and Tropius and Furfrou and Mime Jr. and even Buneary. Man, I don't know. Like, the thing is, I definitely am stuttering right now, which happens when I can't think of stuff to say. This is why I believe I went to the back to script for those things. But the way I see it is I didn't want to upload anything that was completely unnecessary. Like, I didn't want to upload it just for the views, because I wanted to stay true to myself. I just couldn't. And I can't speak Japanese anyways, or read Japanese, so I can't tell you what this is saying at all. But you see the Festival Plus returns. It's a load of crap, I'll tell you that. This must be the Wi-Fi battling. Which, by the way, I do like the new HP bars. They aren't really all splattering. I wonder what the new bar looks like for abilities and such. I can't actually tell you. And then this is, of course, from today, which we already covered. Or did we? I don't know. The one thing I did notice about this is that Maxie and Archie have their Gen 3 designs. So they they made these from scratch. They didn't reuse the ones from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I'm wondering, did they retcon Gen 6? I can't say for sure, because Dexio and I can't remember the girl's name. They were there in Sun and Moon. So unless they grabbed them out of the wormhole from the Gen 3 games, that's my only guess. And Getsis is using his black and white outfit, not his black and white 2 outfit. So that's something I'm noticing. So that's all about that. So what is happening with the next games? Not the next games. Once the game releases, what's gonna happen? Wait, what's this? You're at a Warpole that you... Oh, this is probably related to the Warpole that gets to the legendary Pokemon. So I'm ignoring that now because I didn't see that before. That's why it was super confusing. The main thing that I'm noticing is about what's gonna happen with the game releases is that well, let me use my past times, because I tried with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I played Alpha Sapphire. I played through it pretty well. This is before I had 100 subscribers, so we're gonna disregard that. What we are going to look at is Pokemon Sun and Moon, because that was, I believe, 2 years after the fact of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I had a lot more of a subscriber base. But at the beginning of it, I stopped. I just straight up stopped. What was it? Oh yeah, I was losing subscribers, but everybody was, just because they didn't want to get spoiled. So, and then I played through it a little bit, got to episode 7, and then stopped. And then I played it the rest off screen so I get to Wi-Fi battling. I'm going to take a different approach to this. For one, I'm going to avoid spoilers in the titles and spoilers in the thumbnails, but I'm not going to be doing episodes. That is very strenuous, and I don't think that's very worth it. At this point, I'm probably having some background thing on the screen right now. The main thing is, I can't do that. Like, I don't want to spoil anybody, and I don't want to actually bother people. So what I'll be doing is basically streaming throughout that entire weekend. I have the 17th, well actually I have the 15th through the 21st off, or the 20th off. So I'll be streaming that as much as I can. And there was actually a plan that I had heading into Sun and Moon's release for like a weekly stream for something special. And I actually had the thumbnail from Tito Station from like, I think I bought it and I commissioned him like earlier in the summer, like early summer, maybe it was late May, and it's just been sitting here doing nothing, and I want to use it, and that's going to be exciting, but that's for later. That'll be like in December once everything gets ready to roll, but that's for another day. Like I said, it'll be streams, no spoilers, no issues, but yeah, so I'll be taking a page out of my Persona 5 playbook, how I played that on a stream and play it here, so that's what we hopefully we'll be doing, barring any, like, for example, I could get sick again like I did last year, and that's what caused it, so. Now, the Pokemon Moon gameplay, I don't know if I can finish that in time. We have 15 days, and I have a limited amount of time, and I'm basically spending my time doing stuff for the Alolan 16 and the, like, the weekly videos, and I have 2 videos for improvements for the next 2 weeks. This one will be related to Halloween, even though it's a little late, and the other one will be something special about this game. I don't know, but that's just kind of what to look forward to. So that will actually kind of wrap things up here. If you did enjoy getting updated and explaining what's been happening with this series, I guess drop a like if you want. I'm not actually forcing it, but what do you want me to do? I'll ask you, because I always say this. It's not a channel about me. I always say it's a channel about us. That's the whole point of the outro thing. That's how we do it. It's not how. That's not how. That's not. What was it? I used to say that's how you do what, and I obviously saying that's how me do what doesn't really work. I never said that's how I do what. I switched it up to that's how we do what, because it's not about me. I wouldn't say it's about you. Just specifically, I always like to think it's about us as a channel as a whole, because I always enjoyed the interactions and the support. Like, I don't know, that's just me. But anyways, with that, I will hope to catch you back at the top later on as we continue on the road to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I don't know if there'll be any others. There will be one final one on the 16th for sure, but that will be the closing one. But this has been going on for far longer than I expected to, because I've been basically rambling. So like I said, I have to catch you back at the top. How we do what.